So, guys, this is our mix for today, and this is how far we have gotten. It sounds like this. Hello, welcome to Pro Mixing and Mastering. Today I am doing mixing and mastering from start to finish for a radio play. So I hope you guys are gonna enjoy this from start to finish. The vocals sound like this without any plugins on, and this is how they sound like. All right, let's start balancing the vocals. She started with, these are female vocals, she started with a chorus, so I'm gonna start balancing the chorus. Then after that I'm gonna go to the verses and the other parts. So during my recording I had already created groups. Check out the videos that I did on groups. So this group one is gonna be for the lead vocal. That includes the one for the chorus, the soprano, and group number 2 is gonna be for these, which is for these backings. And then during recording I also created FX channels for reverb and H delay. This one is reverb 32 and this one is H delay, and basically this is what I created. So what I'm just gonna do right now is just to take my H delay to a quarter. Then this is the one that I'm gonna use for 0750 is the one that I'm gonna use for my reverb time. Ping pong, put it on. BPM, put it on. Lo-fi, put it on. And then analog, I love to take it on off due to that that noise. I don't like it. That just the white noise. And my feedback for now is just gonna be right there. So basically, guys, this is what I did to these. Then during recording I had to link, let me just come here to, I had to link the leading vocal for the chorus to group number 1. Then these were linked to group number 2. So basically you can like create groups, create everything, and then during recording everything you record is just will go to your group tracks, instead of you waiting to like after you finish recording, that's when you create. I feel like it has saved me a little bit of some time already created, so that's great. Then I was panning them. I panned them during the recording, so that also has saved me some time, a little bit of time. So all these are into group number 2, which is empty. Then the lead vocals are in group number 1, and then this verse lead vocal is also in group number 1. And in the inserts there is nothing. There is nothing. And then this is the instrumental. Then I played in a bass. This is a bass, live bass, and a little bit of some effects there for they act like raws. So I'm gonna play a little bit more as we go on. So for now, let us balance the chorus. So my chorus is already on repeat, so let us start. The first thing that I want to do is go to group number 2 and then add an EQ. I love to EQ first before I do anything. So EQ first so that you can get rid of those unwanted frequencies. I'm using FabFilter Pro Q3. And then the first thing that I love to do is cut a little bit of the low, give it a low cut, and then just do that. Take it all the way to 50, yeah, right there. And then from there, I'm just gonna start sweeping around for those unwanted signals. So here we go. Ooh, yeah, 500 or 405 is not good. So what I'm gonna do is just try to lower it down to negative 3.15. So far sounds a little bit good. So let us search for another unwanted signal frequency. Yeah, especially around 200. I usually cut this part, this one right here, this one. Remember, these are female vocals, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of a cut around 200, somewhere there, 202, negative 3. Let us search for more frequencies in her vocals. There is this frequency that I need to search, that I'm searching for, especially the frequency that sounds like you're singing in a can. So I don't like that frequency. So that's the kind of frequency. It sounds a little bit like a telephone kind of effect. That's the one that you need to cut a little bit so that you can add clarity to the vocals. So that's 2. I've narrowed it like this. It was like that. So just I need to narrow it so I can just cut that frequency just a little bit around just to negative 289 is okay. What I'm doing right now is just getting rid of any signal which is not alright to the ears, so I can clean it up and also be able to create space for instruments and other vocals. This signal is a little bit let me show you guys this signal right here. This one is a ringing signal and you've got to get rid of this one. Let me just raise it up, this one right here, then solo. So if you wanna have a little bit, if you want to add a little bit of warmth to your vocals, make sure you cut a little bit of this part, which is 2000 hertz kilohertz. You have to cut it a little bit to -3. -3 is okay, 3.0 is okay. So if you just want to add a little bit of warmth to your vocal, cut around -2. You are gonna have a warmer and not sharp sound. If you don't want to have sharp sounds, sharp vocals, around 2000 is good. All this signal around 2000, 292 all the way to 20,000 kilohertz is good for me. So this right here, what I've left, is gonna help me bring out the reverb presence. And then this also, all this from here to here is gonna help me to add more clarity to the vocals, and also from here to here, from 2,900 is gonna help me to add open up the vocal and also be able to add a sheen to the vocal. So I have left all this space for a reason. This is gonna really help me to add more excitement to the vocals and just be able to just bring everything up and make this vocal sound good. So I'm gonna preserve this for now for something that I'm gonna do with them later. So that space is just for preservation. I'm gonna come back in and add excitements and a little bit of distortion to the vocals. So stay with me. So now what I'm gonna do is compress these vocals and also just raise them up, and then from there I'm gonna start balancing them. So far so good. What we have done, this is off without EQ. See how much we've cleaned it up. We have cleaned a lot. The bass, the low end, the unwanted frequencies are out. The vocals sound much better now. Yeah, we have cleaned and made space in the house so everybody can sit properly. So the moment I start balancing, everything's just gonna go, it's just gonna be okay. Yeah. For now, I feel like before I do compression, let me try to balance these vocals so that they can sound better. So I'm gonna start with the auto, then I'm gonna go to the tenor, then I'm gonna go to contra and the high. Yeah, so let me just bring this one here. These are ad-libs. So the ad-libs are just gonna be there. Let me write them down. So these are ad-libs. So for now, I'm gonna turn off the ad-libs, and then I'm gonna work on the backings. All right, let's go. So what you do is highlight the vocals that you want to work on, and since I know that these are sopranos, I just made my singer to sing 1, then I told her sing again, 2, then I told her sing again, 3, then I told her sing again, 4, then I told her stop, then I told her go for tenor, sing again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, that's what I told her. I told her sing, give me a soprano. This is the vocal she started with, just 1, because this is the main leading vocal, and then these are backings. So I record mine in 4/4/4 just to get that melody and bring out the best out of vocals. So since I know these are equally the same, so they will be balanced with the same volume. That's what I do. I balance them with the same volume, and then if I feel like a certain part is a little bit higher, then I get my scissors, cut that part, and reduce it a little bit till it's like the rest of the vocals. But all the same, when compression is added, everything's just gonna be even. It's just gonna be on the same levels. So let me start with auto, balancing it up by coming here. See, when I do this, the vocals are just gonna go down. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be coming here. I'm not gonna go to the mixer. I'm gonna come here on the volumes, bring them down, and then also come to the tenors, bring them down till I feel that all the vocals are glued to each other. Then from there, I'm gonna add compression. All right, okay.
Wemutima wanjye sekelela wilalila bantu walisale chayana ukubombele mfumu. Wemutima wanjye sekelela wilalila bantu walisale chayana ukubombele mfumu. Oh, 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 wilalila bantu walisale chayana ukubane mfumu. Oh, 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 wemutima wanjye.
Let me just take it here so that I can be able to work on this part. Why? Because this is where the dynamics are. So I feel like where she's singing is okay. So I'm just gonna get this, and the rest are just gonna follow. Yeah, this is like a high, so I'm just gonna take it back in the background a little bit. For now, I'm gonna leave the high on 5, then I'm gonna come back to these for now and try to raise them up. The tenors are okay on negative 10.0, so I'm gonna leave them there for now, and then the autos are on negative 5. So now what I'm gonna do is go to the lead vocal and copy my EQ, the same EQ that I used in group number 2 for the backings, and then just save, and then go to group number 1. Or I can just do this, just come to groups. Group number 1 is carrying that, so I'm just gonna come to copy, and then come to group number 2. Group number 2, copy that. I want to copy this, and then come to group number 1, and then come to paste. So I have the same EQ settings on this main leading vocal, and sounds like this now. And of course, don't forget to save. All right. Okay, so they sound okay. So right now what I'm gonna do is come to group number 1 where the main leading vocal is, group number 1, and I'm gonna add a compressor, and the compressor that I'm gonna use is compressor Deiza, this one right here. Though you gotta be careful, this guy takes a lot of RAM, so make sure you don't use it more than 4 times. So what I'm gonna do is just come to warm vocal, and then I'll go to one of my presets, this one right here, which is a warm vocal, or the same warm vocal. And then what I'm gonna do is take back this so that I can be able to raise the volume. This compressor is really good, especially if you just want to raise up the volumes. No need for you to add RVox or Maximizer. This thing has everything. It's a powerful machine. Immediately you like raise you bring down the threshold, you're just gonna be able to hear the effect, whether you like it or not. The thing's just gonna make your ears hear it. So it's great. So I'm gonna leave my threshold on -24.2. My ratio is 1:1, and then my attack is on fast. When you drop it down, 0.1 is very fast. Then my release is very slow. It's 2000, and my just a little bit of de-essing, 3800 hertz area, just a little bit of de-essing. And then my soft knee is on for the compressor, like this shape to be dropping nicely, not just dropping like this, but to have this curved, nice curved shape. So let me add the same settings to group number 2. So go to the mixer and then go to the groups. Group number 1 has all these, so I'm just gonna do a copy and then come to group number 2 and then do a paste. Copy, then come to group number 2 and do a paste. Yeah, so I have the same settings in group number 1 and group number 2, same plugins, and let's see how they sound like. Bantu walisale chayana ukubombele mfumu we mutima wanjisekelela wilalila. Bantu walisale chayana ukuwanjisekelela wilalila. Bantu walisale chayana ukubombele mfumu we mutima wanjisekelela. Bantu walisale chayana ukuwanjisekelela wilalila. Bantu walisale chayana ukubombele mfumu we mutima wanjisekelela wilalila. All right, so now what I'm gonna do is try to go back on the vocals and try to until they are glued together and until they are one. Bantu walisale chayana ukubombele mfumu we mutima wanjisekelela. So I want the tenors, like the backings, not to be wide. Remember, when you take them all the way to hard left, hard right, what you're simply doing is widening up your vocals. Now, I don't want these to widen up. I feel like they're a little bit scattered already. They are widened already, being the way I recorded them. So I want the sound to be more focused on the center. So I'm gonna just allow the tenor to be on 60, not completely 100, and then the other tenor is gonna be 60 left, then the other tenor is just gonna be 50, and this one is gonna be 50, and then the autos, I'm not gonna allow them to be completely hard right. I'm gonna put this one on 72. Why? Because I want them to be on the center, and then this one too is just gonna be on 72. So this one is going to be on 72, this one on 72, this one is going to be on 45, and this one on 45. That's the way I want it. And the main soprano is just going to be on the middle. Don't take it to the left or right. This one is the main leading vocal. It has to be on the middle. And of course, don't forget to save in case electricity or power just cuts or goes. So let me continue balancing this, then I'm gonna add a few more effects to the vocals so that they can sound great. There is this plugin that I love. I'm gonna try Filter. We see how it's gonna come out.
Bantu walisale chayana ukuwanje sekelela wilalila Bantu walisale chayana ukubombele mfumu wemutima wanje sekelela wilalila Bantu walisale chayana ukuwanje sekelela wilalila Walisale chayana ukubombele mfumu wemutima wanje sekelela wilalila Bantu walisale chayana ukuwanje sekelela wilalila Bantu walisale chayana ukubombele mfumu wemutima wanje sekelela.
So what I was doing is just trying to listen to which vocal was trying to get out a little bit. So what you do is pay attention to the vocals that are trying to, or that vocal which is trying to get out a little bit, and lower it till you feel like it's not getting out of place or getting out of the range of other vocals. And if it gets out of the range, drop it down a little bit, and basically this is how you balance your backings. So right now what I want to add is a little bit warmth to the backings. And what I want to remove is the background noise. Just the background noise has to be removed, especially if you want to get those warmer vocals. Remove the background noise. And the plugin that I'm going to use is Waves Denoiser. So I'm going to use a denoiser, set it on medium, and then go to group number 1 also. Put it down. I usually put my denoiser just at the end of all the plugins. That's what you ought to do. You can't put a denoiser at the beginning, put it at the end, after you have EQ'd, compressed, and done everything that you can do. So this also is just gonna be on medium, just like that.
Ukubombele mfumu wemutima wanje sekelela wilalila walisale chayana ukubanje sekelela wilalila bantu walisale chayana ukubombele mfumu wemutima wanje sekelela wilalila bantu walisale chayana ukubanje sekelela wilalila bantu.
Let me just reduce these ones by 1 and see how they are gonna sound like. Then from there, since we are mixing a song that is just gonna be played on radio, what I'm gonna do now is to add a chorus. Now, the work of the chorus is just to like spread the backings a little bit, spread your vocals. So whenever you want to spread your vocals, use a chorus. We are coming. Stay with me and follow me up, and you will surely see how these vocals are gonna turn out. So I reduced the autos. I felt like the auto was a little bit just by 1, and okay, they sound all right. So next, 1, 2, 3, number 4, our 4th plugin is gonna come from modulation, and just come to modulation, and then go to chorus. So this is a chorus plugin from Cubase. This is the stock plugin. So just come to wide backing vocals, click on that preset, and then this is gonna show up. Take your rate to 1/4, just like that, and then your mix, put it maybe on 25 somewhere there. I love to put it on 25. Yeah. What the delay does is that it adds a certain effect of a delay to the vocal, and that spreads the vocal, and then these two work as filters. You filter the low and also filter the high, and what basically happens is it adds a little bit of warmth to the backings and also removes sharpness to the vocals. And then a mix is you mix your the chorus with the dry and the wet signal together. So when you take it all the way to max, the vocals are just gonna go in the background like this. And you don't want that to happen. Don't take it too much. Don't take it too much this side, because that's the effect that you're gonna get to your vocals. Just give it a little. It's not supposed to be overheard. All right, right there. Just a little of chorusing is okay. So in the mix. So what the chorus has done is that it has added widening to the vocals. Next, let me go to the leading vocal for the chorus and add an auto-tune. I'm going to show you the way you can like make your auto-tune sound really professional, very nice. And this, a lot of professionals use this in their songs or their singers. So come to your track channel and add your auto-tune at the beginning. So the auto-tune that I'm going to use is auto-tune 5. Let me get auto-tune 5. So this is auto-tune 5, and then since the key on my song is E, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put E, then instead of putting it on major or minor, this is how the professionals do it. Go all the way to harmonic. This is gonna make your vocals, the vocals of your artist, sound professional and not robotic. And at the same time, there's just this character, this effect harmonic just does to your vocal. This is a great tool, especially if you wanna have the modern kind of vocals. Then you gotta choose harmonic. Harmonic is very, very good. Don't go to major, don't go to minor, don't go to chromatic. Just put in the key of your song and go to harmonic. Harmonic is the secret sauce, especially when it comes to like having that smooth, silky vocal type. Go to harmonic. So in case you're wondering how the professionals have been doing it and how certain vocals sound great, especially when they like put autotune on them, and then you like wonder what did they do, what kind of autotune did they use. It's just harmonic. So first what I'm gonna do is put it in major so you guys can like take a listen to how it sounds. Like it's gonna sound really robotic. My return speed is gonna go to 0. Then after that I'm gonna put harmonic. All right, it sounds great, but I don't want to get that auto-tune kind of effect. I just want it to be smooth and silky. So now I'm gonna put harmonic and take a listen now. The vocal is smooth, yeah. Whenever you notice a little bit of some off keys, that's what harmonic does, but that's not a problem. So what you do is double click on the vocal and then come to vary audio and then come to pitch and warp. Allow it to like finish up and then go to the place you want to change, like this. And just like that, it's controlled. What you want to have at the end of the day is just harmonic to be there so that your vocal can really like be glued together with other vocals and just sound good and silky. You know, that kind of effect. You don't want to have an effect which is fully auto-tuned. You just want to have harmonic to your vocal. That's what this does. It's a great trick.
alisale chayana. Bantu alisale chayana.
So all you gotta do is just control the parts where it's a little bit like off. That's all.
Bantu alisale chayana. Bantu alisale chayana. Ukubane mfumu. Ukubane.
You just gotta zoom in.
Ukubane mfumu. Ukubane mfumu. Ukubane mfumu. Ukubane mfumu. Nangwa mabim. Ukubane mfumu. Ukubane mfumu. Ukubane mfumu. Nangwa. Ukubane mfumu. Nangwa.
And then you can stretch it a little bit, just to stretch it just a little like that, so that all the lines can be like inside, just inside this little box. All right, so let me take a listen to this harmonic.
Bantu alisale chayana. Bantu alisale chayana. Bantu alisale chayana. Bantu alisale chayana. Ukubombele mkelela. Wiralila. Kelela. Wiralila. Kelela.
Yeah, that one is okay.
Bantu alisale chayana.
Yeah, so guys, the way you use autotune is for you to go to harmonic, and harmonic is just gonna add, no matter how you like put your retune speed on fast and your harmonize on 0, it's just gonna sound great. So for now, I'm gonna leave it there, and in the mix sounds like this.
Bantu alisale chayana. Ukubombele mfumu. We mutima wandisekelela. Wilalila. Bantu alisale chayana. Ukubandisekelela.
See what I told you? Sounds professional. You can't even tell the autotune is there, and yet autotune is there. Fully maxed up, retune speed to the max, but all the same sounds good. Why? Because it's on harmonic. Next, I feel like I go back to the backings and add what is called an exciter. Add exciters to your backings so that your backings can really like sound professional, and at the same time create more space and more room for other vocals. So this is gonna help the EQ that I had put in group number 2. The exciter from Waves is gonna help FabFilter EQ. Since I have not done a lot of EQing, I told you from the beginning that I left this space for a purpose. So this space is gonna be used for my exciter. So just go to other, and then pick up Affix Vintage Exciter Stereo. This is the one. This is just gonna transform these backings and their entire song into something professional. So I love to go to this preset, come to if the backings are female, come to female backings, smooth female backing. So just click on that one. Then what I'm gonna do is just to reduce a little bit and do a little bit of a touch according to how I want the backings to sound like. So this is before
Wemutima wandisekelela.
and this is now.
Wemutima wandisekelela. Wilalila. Bantu walisale.
So I'm going to bring down the input to negative 18. I don't need this one, 18.0. Then I'm gonna try to increase this just a little bit and also come to the noise. I want noise to be part of to be part of my backings so they can sound better. So here we go.
Wemutima wandisekelela. Wilalila.
All the way to original, if you want to have that good excitement to your vocals. It's vintage, so it's just going to make your vocals sound great. And then next, I'm going to be working with this guy, increase or reduce it.
Wemutima wandisekelela. Wilalila. Bantu walisale chayana. Ukubombele mfumu. Wemutima wandisekelela.
They sound nice on 5.98. Let me just take it all the way to 6.0. So this is before. And that is after. Make sure this side on the mod, it's on the mix 1. Don't take it to mix 2. Mix 2 doesn't sound nice unless if you want to work on the low mids, if the low mids are not working out properly and you just want to raise them up. But if you want good excitement, just bring it to mix 1. This is really, really good. And then once you've put it there, come to AX mix and then just take it up. And then our mains, which is analog, just take it to original. Then the mains has to be 60 hertz. That is really, really gonna work for you. Then if your vocals are a little bit like in the background, they don't have a punch or volume to them, just increase the input. As for me, I love to put it on 0, negative 18.0. So guys, that's how you add a vintage exciter to your vocals. And next, I'm gonna try to add one more plugin and try to go back to the balancing and see what I can touch from there. Right now, what I'm gonna do is add a little bit of auto-tune just to smoothen up the backings a little bit. Remember, this is gonna be a radio song, so anything to make it sound better is necessary at the moment. So what I'm gonna do is just bring up auto-tune 5 and then just copy the same settings which I did in the previous, same key, same scale, same things. So I'm gonna take it up. Remember, this is auto-tune, it has to be on top, then followed by EQ if you're doing it in the groups. So what I'm gonna do is just to reduce it a little bit. 15 is okay. Just a little bit of auto tune on the backings like this.
umutima wanjye sekelela mwirarira bantu walisale chayana ukubombele mfumu.
Then just to bring them up even more, don't forget to save. I'm gonna go to edit channel settings and use the inbuilt EQ and try to raise it up a little bit.
umutima wanjye sekelela mwirarira bantu walisale chayana ukubombele mfumu. Umutima wanjye sekelela mwirarira bantu walisale chayana ukuwanjye sekelela mwirarira.
So around 10k 10,000k area is very good for now. So what I'm gonna do is just take it out and do that and take a listen to it.
umutima wanjye sekelela mwirarira bantu walisale chayana ukubombele mfumu.
They sound airy, they sound separated, they sound okay. They have created space for other vocals and just transparent vocals, and that's what you need for radio play. Next, since now we have worked on the backings, let us go to the verse. Recorded twice. This is why you see these other vocals in the background. So I'm just gonna take those ones out for now and then try to work with this vocal. I like the way I recorded the last one, so this is gonna be kept. And just hit save and then come to this. So what I'm gonna do to this vocal is add autotune. Modern day vocals have autotune on them, so not too much, but just a little bit. Maybe around 15, yeah, just there, just to smoothen up things. And then from there, what I'm gonna do is listen to the vocal, and if it needs something, I'm gonna put it there. So all the parts where she is off, I'm just gonna double click and then come to pitch and warp so that I can control the parts where she is off. Then from there I will raise the volumes. So you will see me controlling the off keys like this so that I can work, so that the vocal can be better. So here we go. This helps the auto tune to really sound great. I'm just gonna do a little bit of quantize, dropping it down, like, or maybe up. All right, down is okay.
pakanembela. For he has not given, for he has not given us the spirit of fear. Spirit of fear. The spirit of fear. The spirit of fear. The spirit of fear.
As you can listen, this part was really off. This one right here, it was here like this. This one, it was here. It was off, so Auto-Tune couldn't pick that one up. I had to help Auto-Tune and bring it down.
Spirit of fear. Madumu pashua kuposano kushiba. Madumu pashua. Madumu pashua kuposano kushiba. Madumu pashua kuposano. Madumu pashua kuposano. Madumu pashua kuposano kushiba.
So what I've done to this one, I've just stretched it. It was a little bit going off, was shaking a little bit, so I stretched it. And now I just have to work on the parts where she was a little bit slower and the parts where she was faster. So I'm just gonna cut those areas and bring them together. Let me listen to it now.
given us the spirit of, has not given us the spirit of, has not given us the spirit of fear, has not given us the spirit, has not given us the spirit of fear, has not given us the spirit of fear, has not given us the spirit of, has not given us the spirit of fear. Madumu Bashua Kukosano Kushipa Adilem Balamina Naide.
Of course, don't forget to always crossfade. Just come on audio, select, come on audio, put crossfade so that you don't get bumps in between your vocals. Right now, let me just add RVox to this leading vocal just to raise it up a little bit. I don't want to raise up the compressor. I just want to raise the vocal, just the volume of the vocal just a little bit. And since we are using the mono track, I'm going to pick RVox mono. This is the one. And I'm going to raise it up to a point where I feel like the vocal is heard a little bit more. So here we go. All right, sounds okay on that part. So what I'm gonna do right now is just go to the EQ and see how I can be able to bring up excitement to the vocal and just try to add what I can add to the group channel, group 1, seeing that group 1 has only 1, 2, and 3, so there is need for more. Group 2 has many, 4, and that is for the backing. So let me try to go into group number 1 and try to use the edit channel and use the EQ there.
These Egyptians you see today, you will see them no more. Stand still, I'll fight for you. Cast all your burdens to me. Ni never less aove bakanembela. Nangwa mavimbi enge matusha. These Egyptians you see today, you will see them no more. Stand still, I'll fight for you. Cast all your burdens to me.
I've just lifted up those areas just to like bring out the presence and just open up the vocal a little bit. Now to be able to tell how the whole song is going, I need to take out this chorus and bring up the one that I worked on. So I'm just gonna click snap whenever you want it to like be in time, and then take all these, Control D, then bring this one here. See if it's gonna be in time.
walisekelela wilalila bantu walisaletayana ukubombele mfumu.
Next, what I want to add is something to work on the sibilances. In case you don't know, a sibilance plugin is something that deals with the SCs and also some of those high frequency, like when you're singing, and then there are just certain frequencies which come out. So a sibilance plugin helps you to tame and bring those ones down a little bit and just control them, and at the same time adds a certain softening effect to the vocals. So that's the work of a sibilance. It works on those SCs, and so what I'm gonna do right now is add a sibilance plugin, and one of my favorite sibilance plugin is Auto-Tune, which comes from Auto-Tune, which is Avox Sibilance. So I'm just gonna leave it on default right now. Then I'm also gonna go to group number 2 and add a sibilance, Avox Sibilance. So let me add a sibilance plugin there, Avox Sibilance. Yeah, so normally how this thing works is first let me play this verse without Avox Sibilance so you guys can like check it out. This, yeah, that's the effect that I was talking about. The S's are controlled, the T's have a sheen to it and just softened up a little bit. This is how a sibilance plugin works. This is your high pass, just to bring out those the high pass, like if you wanna warm it up a little bit and also be able to roll off part of that high pass, and just it works like a filter. So this is like a filter where you like high pass everything and then make your vocal a little bit warmer. And then this is your threshold, how much sibilance you want to take out, you want to affect, and this is your compression, you want to compress that sibilance. So it also works like a compressor. And this is your attack, how much you want, how fast or how slow you want the sibilance to be attacking those frequencies which try to come out and create certain melodies which you don't want to hear in your vocal. And then this is your release time, how much you want this sibilance plugin to be releasing those attacked signals or attacked frequencies, how fast or how slow. So basically this also works as a de-esser. It like de-essers the SCs and just tames and controls the SCs, and just there is a way this shapes up your sound, just makes it come out in a beautiful way. A lot of producers, almost in every song, this is added up. This is why you hear most of the songs are like, why are the S's sounding so sweet? The T's sound so sweet. Like when they say tss, it's not like really, really tss, it's like shh, you know, that kind of effect, if you know what I mean. So that's a sibilance plugin for you. This is what it does. And of course, you gotta put it, you gotta set it in a way that the vocal is not really, really like sibilanced and really, really like compressed and threshed with compression and threshold and high passed completely. You just have to do it in such a way that the vocal still sounds natural at the end of the day. Right now, let me get the chorus. This chorus, which I had to paste there and send it to bring it here. This is the good thing about working on the chorus, the first chorus. If the chorus is the same, then you can just work on one and then just try to once you feel like it's a little bit done, you can paste everything, and then you can now, what I love to do is you can also use this just by selecting, let's say you want to control all these, you just select everything and then control them together. And once you're done, you come on these ones. This helps you to like work faster. So this is the bass. Okay, let me just take this one here this one right here. Now for the chorus is this is different. The chorus is having a different one, so I have to be very careful when it comes to this. So this is the one for the chorus. I'm gonna get this part of the bass and then bring it all the way to here, and then get that part again and bring it on this one, yeah, and get it again, duplicate it. I guess it's just gonna end right here. All right, let me just do this right here. This is where we're ending. All right, so now let me listen to the verses.
Alishuka waloshaneno kundashiba kakoseleshu Yosef yulemona fika pita Balabosa bache tekena mulilesa Babango lupi.
On the verses, I think I'm gonna take out the piano. I'm gonna take out the piano and then just leave it blank, take it out, mute it, and 1 2 3 1 2 3. I'll have to count so that everything can be in time. So I want it to be like this. The chorus will have the piano and then the piano be muted, so that the reason is because I want people to get the message of what she's talking about. So this is just gonna allow her to talk to people, and that is just gonna create a lot of space for other instruments and also for the vocals to be heard. So
Yosef yulemona fika pita Balabosa bache tekena mulilesa Babang biengi.
feel like I reduce the verse just by one, the second verse just by one. Zoom out, G, just by one, just at the beginning, I think so. The way she's coming out, it's a little bit hard, so it's like the volume is raised. So this one I'm gonna drop it by 2 and then just crossfade, just like that. Duplicate this so it can be like ×2. Control D, just like that, like this. So guys, this is our mix for today, and this is how far we have gotten. It sounds like this. Verse 2 sounds like this.
Balishuka
All right. The reason why I added a little bit of some auto tune is because of the type of song that she wanted, and she wanted it to be that way. So I had to like put it according to the way she wanted her song to be. But all the same, the song is great, and I love what we have worked on so far. And I just have to feel like I just have to add some rollings or few ins when my ears have a little bit rested, and if I come back and feel like I add more plugins to it, then I'm gonna add more plugins to it. And of course, I'm gonna show you guys any changes that I'll be able to make, though I like where we are at right now. So guys, this is the way you do your radio song. You arrange it in that way, make it in that way, and I will see you in the next one.